Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekend love reading for March 26th to March 28th, 2021. Of course, this is Sapphire Queen, and this is my ghetto reading. As usual, we're going to begin by introducing the decks that I will be using. So to begin with the overall energy, I've chosen to use the Alice in Wonderland Oracle cards. Then I will be laying out your initial spread with the Gilded Tarot Royale. And then I will go on to use the Tarot in Wonderland and the Wonderland Tarot as our clarifiers. Okay, Virgo, so let's get right to it and let's begin. So as your first oracle card, we have the card Falling. It's the number 4. And it says the unknown, descent, momentum, change. So the first card that was laid out in your spread is the Sun card. The Sun card usually represents like complete happiness. It's what everyone aspires to reach, and you reached it, Virgo. At least here it shows like you have. Shows like you're happy, you're feeling content. Your next card, which is your first clarifier, is the Chariot card. The Chariot card is usually a card that speaks about taking fast action to move forward. It could also signify being stuck. And the energy I'm getting in this card is that, whatever you were feeling here with this Sun card, this happiness, this joy, this completeness, had you feeling stuck, not wanting to move because you were enjoying yourself. It was like, like going back to your childhood and being able to play playful games with, I guess, your loved one back there, your person, and this energy that you received from the Sun led you to believe that it was okay to stick around in the situation because it would lead to a holy matrimony with the 4 wands. I'm hearing in my head 4 wands, oracle number 4 card, something saying about 4 months, 4 days, 4 hours. I'm not sure what that means, Virgo, but maybe it was 4 hours ago that you were feeling like this, or 4 days, 4 months ago. Okay. Keep in mind that the Chariot is Cancerian energy, and we have the 4 wands, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's move on. So your second card, we got the 7 wands. As you can see, this guy here in the 7 wands, this is someone who is going through like a combative obstacle. Like they're fighting people off. They're defending something. Part of your relationship, Virgo. Part of your relationship was something that you felt that you had to really fight for in order to be able to proceed. Which brings us to this Three of Wands card, which initially means, waiting. And if you see this rabbit here, he appears to be a bit stressed out. Like he's pressed for time. Look at the way he's looking at that clock. Like he's been waiting. Probably been waiting for, his person. All this wait has also led this rabbit to feel heartache. Maybe rabbit feels that this person isn't coming. Why? Because, you got the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Swords here, which makes me feel like, hey, because, you got to battle these other 6 wands that your person may be dealing with. See, so you're stressed out there because you know that in order for you to avoid this heartache, you have to go through this combat, this competition against, God knows, maybe 6 others. Okay, so let's move on. So for your last card in the recent past, we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, which is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It's a card that represents an offer. Usually an offer of knowledge, of truth, loyalty. And with this Knight of Cups card as a clarifier, it makes me feel like, because this is a very romantic card, it's like a really, really strong romantic love offering. But it makes me feel that with this Page of Swords, you know, this offering wasn't as strong or as, you know, Virgo wanted to believe. Because pages are known to be young and immature and kind of childish. So maybe this person making this offer, you know, wasn't truly committed, wasn't truly sure about what it was that they were offering Virgo. And, you know, it appeared that this page, you know, was about being sneaky. Look at his face. You know, kind of look conniving to me. Oh. But, yeah, you know, which probably, you know, plays a lot with the heartache and the worry and the waiting that Virgo had to do previously, causing Virgo to want to move on from the situation with another Chariot card. Seeing this Chariot card, Virgo was happy. Virgo was stagnant, was staying still, enjoying her son that she felt was, you know, a holy union, someone that she would marry or he would marry. Remember, sex doesn't really matter here. But in this one, Virgo's on a train. Virgo is taking quick speed to be out. Virgo trying to do anything Virgo could do to avoid feeling this heartache. Because I'm sure Virgo's tired of hurting. Because, you know, as a Virgo, I can only speak for myself, but I'm sure many of us are always heartbroken. Because when we find certain connections that we feel, you know, true to, we give, and we give. And it's like we always give way more than what we get. Okay, so let's move on to the present. So we have here Set Your Course, Oracle card number 22. And it says, know where you wish to go. Have a plan. The right direction. So I'm thinking with the Chariot card and, you know, as your last clarifier for the recent past, Virgo decided to take her offer of stability and abundance, you know, and success, and she invested into herself with this Nine of Pentacles card. Nine of Pentacles is usually known as the single card. And of course, Pentacles is related to Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And what I'm getting out of here, I feel like, you know, since Virgo is no longer walking on sunshine, in order for her to feel content, she had to take what she brought to the table and focus it on her in order for her to become, you know, triumph. You know, victorious. And be able to reach her aspirations, her goals. You know, that's what the Six of Wands means here. But I'm also getting out of this Six of Wands, like, you know, like Alice isn't completely done with that connection. Like she's disappointed. She's sad. And, you know, in the decision that she had to take of being over to move on. And, you know, I don't know, but I look at this card and it makes me think of the No Doubt song Don't Speak, when she's like, you know, as we die, both you and I, with my hand in my head, I sit and cry. Crying over these spilled cups. You know, as we move on to your second card in your present, which is the Magician, which is also Virgo and Gemini energy. And it makes me feel that, Virgo was so hurt, and she was here crying over these 3 spilled cups, knowing that there's 2 filled cups there, which gave her hope and being able to reconcile this this connection. But she knew that even though she would manifest and she would work her magic, because I'm getting that Virgo, Virgo is a seer. Virgo has the touch. I'm hearing, like in the movie The Shining, meaning that Virgo has like a sixth sense, and that Virgo knows how to work certain spells to her benefit, to her happiness. And she knew that, if she was able to reach these 3 cups and fill them back up, that, that could probably bring her back to her sunshine state, her happiness. But, Virgo wasn't alone, because behind the scenes, her person was also working his magic. And I'm getting here the feeling that this person also has the touch, that this person also has a spiritual connection with the divine and is able to spell out and get what he or she may want. Bringing us to the Star card, which is your last card in the present. Wishful thinking. It makes me feel that Virgo, as his magician, was there wishing. She was wishing on a star for her King of Cups, for her to reconnect with this person that she, that brought her total happiness and extreme love. Star card, Aquarian energy. The King of Cups could be water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But, if you look at this king, he too is looking at the star, making me feel like he too is wishing to get his Virgo back. And you see he has this cup in his hand, and he's raising it up as in saying, please, Virgo, here, take my offer. I love you. Because, both Virgo and the person, they were listening to their intuition. They were listening to the intuition that, told them that this was really a holy connection. A connection brought on by the divine. A connection that will lead to marriage. Okay? So let's move on to the near future. We're going to begin with your oracle card. Uncertainty. Choose who you will become. Card 39. And the first card we drew was the 9 of Pentacles. So there you go again, Virgo. Standing strong in your power, in your energy. Standing resilient, independent. Abundant, intelligent. Knowing what you bring to the table. But even though you may have all these materials, you still don't have the main thing you desire, which is your love. What brought you this Sun card in the beginning. And the way that the King of Cups was reaching his cup out here, I feel like Virgo is reaching her hand out to him like, hey, I'm here, baby. I'm here. Look no further. But I also feel that Virgo, because if you see her face, she's really, really serious. She's like, I'm just very fearful. I took this leap of faith with you before, and that shit just blew up in my face. So now, even though Virgo up there in the air, she afraid to come down. She afraid to come down because she don't know if that's just her shadow or a hole. She gonna fall through a hole and fail at this connection once again. And of course, as Virgos all do with our Hermit card, we went and we started digging within our inner selves. Trying to listen to our intuition and trying to go back and use our past experience to see how, we can move forward with this. and Virgo, needs to do this because before Virgo could leap, she has to be sure. She has to be sure that this King of Swords with this offer is real. That he's genuine this time. That this time he really knows what it is that he wants. And that he's not about playing those games that he played before. Because Virgo, she's tired of being stuck, holding on to her abundance, not having no one to share it with. She's tired. She wants to be that person who's happy, like in the Oracle card. She wants to choose who she wants to become. She wants to be that Sun card. That's who she wants to be. But with the history that this King and Virgo have, there's a lot of fear. So Virgo decided to take a step back and leave it up to the divine. Let the divine decide and lead the way. Since they're both connected spiritually, they both have the sixth sense. They both feel each other's energy. They both know what they want. And they both know it's each other. But, this fear, this feeling stuck fear, it's just hard for any one of them to actually take that true leap. So, it was up to the divine to decide and move them forward. With this Chariot card, because this time, before Virgo, jumps into this offer, Virgo needs to know that she has no more battles to fight. That she doesn't have to feel like in doubt that this king was gonna play games again. She needed reassurance from this king that all his games were done. And that this time, she will be the one who wins. See the way the bird is grabbing that wand? I feel like the bird is saying, mine, 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 mine. And wanting to let everybody know that, that king is hers or his. Because, Virgo, she's too torn to play games. She's too torn to have to fight for what she believes is hers. She's too broken. She's been damaged. And, she knows that in order for her to be able to reach this, she has to be reassured by him that these games are done, so that she could put her fear to an end and rebuild herself and move forward with the connection. I don't know, but when I see this card, it makes me think, but can Humpty Dumpty bring himself back together again? I don't know. But, I always like to end my readings with the overall energy. And we have, of course, the bottom of the deck. These are all bottom of the deck cards. We have card number 1. And it says, all in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception. Here we have the King of Pentacles, and I'm getting this as your energy, Virgo. You're there waiting. You're, you know where you want it. This love inspired you to reach what it was that you wanted. And, you know what you bring to this table. And so does this king or queen. Your person, they also know what you bring to the table. And you're there just waiting patiently. Waiting. You're abundant. You're intelligent. You're stable. You know what you want. You're successful. But, once again, you're tired of being single. And the only thing that's missing is your 10th pentacle, which would be your person. And you're here waiting and in hopes that, with this 8 of Wands card, that communication happens soon. and fast. Because all you want and all you are wishing and manifesting is to be, happily ever after in this holy matrimony with your soulmate, with your twin flame. Okay, Virgo, so this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated with you guys. If it did, please hit like. Keep in mind that this is just a general reading and it would not resonate with every Virgo. So like I said, if it did, hit like. If it didn't, take what you need, leave what you don't. All right, Virgos, always a pleasure. I love reading for you guys, my beautiful Virgos. Bye.